It doesn't get any better than that. Smells like a big one. Five times multiplier. It's raining cash. You gotta play to win.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching.
Cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Come on, let's get stinking rich. Smell you later. Smells like money. Five free plays awarded. That smells wild. It doesn't get any better than that. Smells like a big one. Five times multiplier. It's raining cash. You gotta play to win.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
we're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts. Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Come on, let's get stinking rich. Smell you later. Smells like money. Five free plays awarded. That smells wild. It doesn't get any better than that. Smells like a big one. Five times multiplier. It's raining cash. You gotta play to win.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
Hello, guys, and I'm here for a little bit of game day bingo action, a little bit of happy hour action as we're about to get into some Lucky 4 bingo as we have $48,213 on the line. This should be some really fun stuff as I'll be bringing all these games to you guys live on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch, so hopefully you guys are checking in on those streams, letting us know what's happening so I can shoot you out some luck. So maybe you'll take home one of these great jackpots. We got that $48,213 prize here going to be available, and we'll see if we can give it out right here as players will be in line to be able to take this one home as soon as we get going. And let's see if anybody can stay in line. And no, we'll be moving past that mega. We'll see if anybody can get close enough to take home that major prize, as someone has to be 2 balls away to take that one home, and it doesn't look like we'll be giving out that major, but we will have an opportunity at this mini jackpot that's sitting at $484, and we are not able to give that one out either, so we'll be moving on to the must-go prize of $2 on that one, as we still got a bunch of players 3 balls away. Now Wilma 2 balls away over at the Dugout Bar and Grill Bethel. We'll see if that can work out for them as they continue to creep closer towards these this great $2 must-go. But we do have some locations I need to highlight, and that's because they just got some brand new Pilot TVs. And those locations that should be watching us live from their bar locations right now are Foster's Dugout, Quinny's Sports Bar and Grill, Casey's Saloon, Clarissa Muni, Municipal Liquor Store Millerville, Nelson's Riverside Sports Bar, American Legion St. Peter, the Bar La Sewer, the Mac Green Mill Bar, Henderson Roadhouse, Nelson's Bella Plain, and Johann Sports Bar 2. Good job to all those locations, and a little bit of luck heading out to you guys to try and take home some great prizes. We are still working on this $2 must-go prize as we got a bunch of players 1 ball away, and now we got our winner as a Roland over at Rumors Bar and Grills, taking home $2 on that one. 12, 7, 65, and 64 are our lucky 4 numbers, and we'll be trying to give out some great prizes in this very first game of Game Day Bingo. That minor prize looking already super good at $82 you can take home in 58 balls or less. 58 balls or less, obviously very, very doable as we get into this first game. And we got that major prize sitting at $5,518 you can take home in 53 balls or less. Should be some really, really fun stuff as we got just 2 minutes and 45 seconds to get involved in this game. But we've been giving out a lot of prizes lately, as we've given out 32 jackpots over the last 7 days and 512 jackpots during this season 12. The first jackpot that ended up going out on this extended weekend as we went off air on Wednesday. And the first jackpot to go out on Wednesday went out to Do More over at Nissan Savage, taking home $4,177. Good job, Do More. Then we had Dan Patty over at Duck Sports Bar and Grill, taking home $727. Good job, Dan Patty. And the final jackpot to go out on that Wednesday went out to Jenny over at Trails End, taking home $5,486. One of the largest jackpots to go out that weekend. But to get our Thursday started off, we had Kiwi over at Lucy's Burger in Blaine, taking home $1,758. Then we had $798 going out to Legion Girl over at VFW Shakopee. Also on Thursday, we had JP4 over at Joe and Stan's, taking home $670. $1,029 went out to our final jackpot on that Thursday, Jeff over at KC's Saloon. Then we had our Friday jackpots getting started off, as Black Friday was a hot day for jackpots. And the first one, the 8th jackpot of that long extended weekend, went out to Nelly over at Wild Bill Sports Saloon in Blaine, taking home $711. Then we had Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, taking home $704. But that's not the last time we're going to be hearing Funk's name on this list. Also on that Friday, we had TS87 over at Turtles Bar, taking home $6,863. Then we had $1,070 go out to Lula Finn over at American Legion Shakopee. Then we had Allie over at Nisoa Legion taking home $674. $693 went out to Mike and Keith over at the Old Town Tavern. As Funk won his second jackpot on that Friday over at Carboni's Pizza Cigar Billiards. This time, $621 went out to Funk. Then we had DP Hines over at the Square Time Lanes, taking home $1,143. And the final jackpot to go out on that Friday went out to Playtime over at the Muddy Cow, Oak Park Heights, taking home $834. But we have hit 3 seconds till we are in this game. $102 you can take home in 58 balls or less. We'll see if we can do that in 58 balls. Maybe we can do it early and give it out in 53 balls or less, as we got $5,528 on the line on that major. And then if we miss out on all these prizes, we still got that $27.20 Musco prize that we'll be seeing if we can give out 20 balls away for a bunch of these players. But to continue on with our jackpots, we'll get started off with our Saturday jackpots, as Sven over at the River City Extreme took home the largest jackpot of the weekend, $56,909. That went out to Sven over at the River City Extreme on this Saturday. Great job. 56 grand going out to you. Also on Saturday, we had Beck over at Shajank Boom Lounge taking home $642. Fun Bun over at the Wheelhouse took home $5,051, one of the largest jackpots of the weekend. Also on Saturday, we had Policy Man over at Neeson's Gaylord taking home $1,021. And we also had Boomba over at the Lookout Bar Grill taking home $940. And the final jackpot that went out on that Saturday, actually not the final jackpot that went out on Saturday, we had Queso over at Lucy's Burger and Blaine taking home $753. And the final jackpot that went out on that Saturday went out to Baba Booey over at American Legion Fridley taking home $725. Good job to all of our winners on that Saturday. And we only have 2 winners to go over on that Sunday, but we do have people trying to take home some great prizes in line to take home that major prize, as it looks like we will be clicking past that major prize. And there we go. We're now working on that minor jackpot. But on Sunday, we had Joe over at the 5-8 Grill and Bar taking home $946. And also on that Sunday, we had Oop over at the Roseville Bingo Hall Hockey taking home $1,214. Good job to all of our winners over that long extended Thanksgiving weekend. It was definitely a great time. We do have Scoots over at American Legion St. Michael taking home that Musco prize of $27.20. Good job, Scoots, in this game number 1 of Game Day Bingo. We'll now be getting enrolled into this game number 2 with that minor prize clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less. Should be some really great stuff as we get enrolled into this very first game of Game Day Bingo. Very second game of Game Day Bingo. $122 already available on that minor prize. You could take home in 60 balls or less. 2 minutes and 11 seconds to get involved in this game. That major prize is looking pretty good as well, as it's sitting at $5,547. You could take home in 53 balls or less. But if you want to take a break from our live bingo, I don't know why you do it right now, but maybe after these prizes end up going out during the night, you can check out some of our new E-Tab action. The newest E-Tab is Winter Poker Run. You guys can head to trails in that game on your snowmobiles to collect up cards at different pubs. Collect up 5 cards to create your hand for a poker bonus and win big prizes. It's super fun stuff. It's all in the game. It's a snowmobile themed game, which is very, very fun. And you guys can take home those big prizes, like I said. Always like our new games. I haven't been able to see any test play of it just yet, and so I can't wait to hear some player review. And you guys can check in on Facebook and let us know what your player review is. Just all you gotta do is search up Pilot Games right on Facebook and click on our logo. Then you'll be able to see more than just a place to leave your reviews. You can also see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. You can also click the website link on our Facebook page and see our link tree, as links to bar locations, our other socials, and more there as well. Super, super fun stuff when you head over to our social media. We do just have 50 seconds to get enrolled in this next game of Game Day Bingo, as we got that minor prize of $139 you could take home in 60 balls or less. That major prize sitting at $5,559 you could take home in 53 balls or less, and that mega prize sitting at $10,000 you could take home in 45 balls or less. And I mean $15,000 of total prizes in this game. But we had some really great prizes going on all day long, as we tried to give out an over $7,000 jackpot in Vikings Bingo today, but we were not able to give it out. So it is growing and rolling into tomorrow's 12-to-1 time. So make sure you guys are coming out for Tuesday 12-to-1 to take home an over $7,000 prize in Vikings Bingo. It's only 25 cents a card, so it is very, very cheap to win a huge, huge prize. We do have balls now dropping in this game of Game Day Bingo, and we'll see if we can give out either of these jackpots, the major or the minor prize, in this game. But I was talking about Vikings Bingo. 25 cents a card, runs from 12-to-1, over $7,000 available. But after that, you get into Game Day Bingo that runs from 1 all the way till 4. You'll have the prizes that you're going after right here. If they don't go out during today's 4 to 6 time, they'll be rolling over to tomorrow's 1 to 4 time, which makes it super, super fun. That minor prize will revert back to 52 balls or less when we get into tomorrow's Game Day Bingo. And that's what leads you into our happy hour bingo, which every single happy hour has 2 games of Lucky 4 bingo and a bunch of games of Game Day Bingo that like we're playing right now. The very first game is a game of Lucky 4 right at 4 p.m. We were not able to give out $48,000 in this last game, so we'll have another opportunity at 6 p.m. to give out another $48,000 prize. But during that time, all the way from 4 to 6, we will be playing these games that you're playing right here. We have that opportunity of that minor prize, $139 you can take home in 60 balls or less, a major prize of $5,558 you take home in 43 balls or less, and a mega prize of $10,000 you take home in 45 balls or less. We'll see if we can give it out in this game right here, as we already got player 7 balls away. But even after this, we'll be trying to give out some great prizes, as I'll be going off air, but you guys will have some opportunities at some Skull Bingo. You'll have a coverall of $50,030 you could take home in 50 balls or less, a large frame prize of $12,168 you can take home in 43 balls or less, and a line prize of $289 you can take home in 10 balls or less. Should be some really fun stuff, as that Skull Bingo will be interrupted the next 2 nights. But before I get into those interruptions, our specialty nights of the week, we do have a minor prize. Maybe you're trying to give out. No, we're moving on to a $30 must-go, meaning that minor jackpot will be growing and rolling into a Game 3 of Game Day Bingo. We do have Steve O over at the Trail Stop Tavern taking home that prize of $30 in this game number 2 of Game Day Bingo. We're now going to get enrolled into a game number 3 with that minor prize clicking up from 60 to 62 balls or less. Should be some fun stuff as you guys get enrolled into this next game. So get enrolled, press play, 62 balls or less to take home $164. And it will continue to grow as people get enrolled in the next 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But those specialty nights that I was referencing to just before we gave out that great must-go prize, and that was that tomorrow night is going to be a MegaSota game night. That specialty night where you earn PGL points and great prizes happens at 6:40 every single Tuesday, and Tony and Nikki will be back once again after taking 1 week off. They will be back trying to give out some of those great prizes, like a jackpot jungle coverall that's sitting at $53,947 you could take home in 54 balls or less. Should be a really, really fun MegaSota game night. But the following night should be another fun PGL night, as it's a Wild Wednesday. Runs from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. And you guys can take home a bunch of great PGL points on that night as well. And the grand finale of that one is a little bit of Wipeout Blackout, where there's 3 different progressives available, much similar to Skull Bingo. So if you're a fan of Skull Bingo, definitely come out for Wild Wednesday from 7 to 9 every Wednesday. But we do have one other specialty night this week, as we were not able to have a specialty night for this last week, as it was on Thanksgiving, and we didn't have any broadcasts on Thanksgiving, but that's a Vikings game day. It's going to be starting at 12 this Sunday, as we're going to be taking on the Jets, who just found a little bit of new life, which is a bit dangerous for our Vikings, but it should be some fun stuff at 12 p.m. for those Vikings next Sunday, this upcoming Sunday. We do just have 40 seconds to get enrolled in this next game, though, as we got that minor prize. It's grown all the way to $189. You can take home in 62 balls or less. I'm going to be expecting that it goes out in this game. We got that major prize. It's at $5,599. You can take home in 53 balls or less. And then that mega prize of $10,000 you can take home in 45 balls or less. Should be some really, really fun stuff, as you guys just have 15 seconds to get enrolled in this game. And I mean, definitely 53 balls or less for that major seems very doable in this one, and we'll see if it ends up working out in this game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. Shout out to Curtis, as he is the producer on this broadcast, making sure I know if anybody checks in on this broadcast. So make sure you guys are letting Curtis know where you're playing at and where you're enjoying, what prizes you're going after, and we'll be able to shoot you out some luck for checking in. Now we do have balls dropping in this game, where we got that mega prize, $10,000, major prize, $5,000, and that minor prize at $189. If we miss out on all those jackpots, we do have a $40.20 must-go prize, as we got players already 16 balls away, like 3D wins. Big-time player over at 3D Sports Bar. Got to meet 3D Wins while I was out there in Minnesota a few weeks back. So good to see you out there trying to take home some nice prizes. Shout out to 3D Sports Bar. We also got Squirrel 2 out there, just like the name. That's why I'm highlighting it. The man. We'll see who can end up getting a great prize. But back on to our script, as we got a little National Day action to get into as balls are dropping. And this first National Day is Red Planet Day. Every year on November 28th, Red Planet Day commemorates the launch of spacecraft Mariner 4. It is also a day to learn more about Mars, which is referred to as the Red Planet. Yeah, Mars, one of the more interesting planets in our solar system, as it is the closest thing to Earth, which is really, really cool. It even has seasons like Earth does, where different points are hotter than others and other are colder, and you can actually see differences in the temperatures, which is really, really cool, as well as just lots of other different cool fun facts about Mars that I'll be talking about in just a little bit. But I got to highlight a jackpot that should be going out in just a few balls, as we got players 6 balls away. We'll see if we can give out this minor jackpot in 62 balls or less. It actually doesn't look like anybody's in line, but I don't trust the rolling screen. We got one final. There it is. Sherry over at the Mill Creek Inn is taking home $189 on that minor jackpot. Good job, Sherry, in this game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. We're now going to be getting enrolled into a game number 4 with that $40.20 must-go prize growing and rolling into this next game. So it's going to be a great double must-go that you can win at any ball count. So should be a nice one. But I'm going to be taking a break for these next couple games, and I'll be back to announce the great winners of the games that I miss out on.
we're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Come on, let's get stinking rich! Smell you later. Smells like money! Five free plays awarded! That smells wild! It doesn't get any better than that! Smells like a big one! Five times multiplier! It's raining cash! You gotta play to win!
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
Hey guys, and I'm back for a little bit more of this great game day bingo action. While I was gone, we had some great winners. In game number 4 of game day bingo, we had Big 3Ds over at 3D Sports Bar take home $62.20. In round 5 of Game Day Bingo, we had Tony over at B&L Bar taking home $21. And in game number 6, we had Shannon over at the Municipal Liquor Store Millerville taking home $29. And in the game I just missed out on, we had Jesse over at the Club Almar taking home $41.60. Good job to all of our winners in those games that I missed, but we are now getting enrolled into a game number 8 of this game day bingo, as we have a minor prize of $202 you can take home in 60 balls or less, not to mention the major prize of $5,761 you can take home in 53 balls or less. This should be a really fun game. But while I left you guys off just a few games ago, I was talking about National Red Planet Day, celebrating a little bit of Mars on today, and we'll learn a little bit more about Mars on today since it is National Red Planet Day, and some fun facts about Mars are that it's named after the Roman god of war. Mars is the 4th planet from the sun in our solar system. Mars is also known as the red planet because It's red. This signature color comes from the large amounts of a chemical called iron oxide, or you might know it as rust, in its rocks and soil. Mars is the second smallest planet in the solar system after Mercury, with a diameter of 6,791 kilometers, roughly around half the size of Earth. Mars is home to the highest mountain in our solar system, a volcano called Olympus Mons, standing at a whopping 24 kilometers high. It's about 3 times the height of Mount Everest. That's really cool. And you could jump around 3 times higher on Mars than you can on Earth. That seems really, really cool. It would be fun to be able to have some Mars sporting events. That would be really cool if we could create a safe way of doing that, like having a Mars Olympics. I think that would be fun. Once a year, we just have everybody fly, all of our best athletes fly over to Mars, and we compete in -3 gravity. I think that would be really, really cool. We do have a little bit of another national day to get into, as this one's a tasty one that you may be celebrating tomorrow, but I wouldn't judge you for celebrating it tonight, and that's International French Toast Day. Before I talk more about that, though, we do have a $46.40 Musco prize being split between Go Marco over at Nissan Scalar, as Nissan Savage, and Beckham over at Besida Bar and Grill. Good job to all of our winners in this game number 8 of Game Day Bingo. We are now getting enrolled into a game number 9 with that minor prize clicking up from 60 to 62 balls or less. $247 available here, and it should be a good one. Just 2 minutes to get enrolled in this next game. So get enrolled, press play, and we'll hopefully give out this great prize. But National French Toast Day, each year on November 28th, people across the United States enjoy National French Toast, also known as eggy bread or omelet bread. It makes a great breakfast for guests or parts of a brunch. Definitely some awesome stuff there, as it's also known as gypsy bread. I think that's another name for it. And it's probably my favorite way of having a syrup breakfast. Now, Curtis, I'd love it for you to check in and let me know, what is your favorite syrup breakfast? Because my favorite definitely has to be French toast, but I am a huge fan of the waffle, as it makes the perfect, like cupping of the French of the syrup. But then the pancake, I mean, that's my most ate syrup dish of all time. So I don't know. I don't know which one to pick, but I think French toast is going to be my favorite, as I decided that the French toast sticks at Burger King just put it one notch above. I mean, I just love those French toast sticks, and I think I'd take that over anything out of all breakfast items in the whole world. French toast sticks are just so good. We do have just 45 seconds to get enrolled in this next game, so hopefully you guys are getting enrolled, as we got 62 balls or less to take home $279 in this game. We also have that major prize of $5,824 you could take home in 53 balls or less, and a mega prize of $10,000 you could take home in 45 balls or less, as we just have 25 seconds to get into this game. I have a little bit of Twins news to get into as we wait for Curtis's answer on what his favorite syrup breakfast meal is. The Twins news is we can count the Twins amongst the teams with interest in free agent southpaw Carlos Rodon. According to The Athletic, at this point, just about every team in the league has checked in on Rodon, though some are more likely to sign him than others for a variety of reasons. Our R.J. Anderson ranked Rodon the 8th best free agent this winter. And before I talk more about that, he said he loves bacon. Putting a little bacon on syrup. Now, I just didn't think of it as a syrup dish, but I completely agree with you. Bacon and syrup pairs absolutely beautifully together. So, I mean, great choice right there. That's one of the main reasons I whenever I got myself a good what are those called? With the two pancakes on top. The McGriddle. I would always get the bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle because I love the taste of bacon paired with syrup. Super, super good stuff. Definitely an awesome meal right there that I didn't even think of. Thank you, Curtis, for checking in with that syrup-based meal. But enjoy a little French toast because that's what we're celebrating on today on National French Toast Day for everybody who's looking for a nice little, I guess, sweet breakfast dinner. Who doesn't like a good breakfast dinner? But some more about our Twins, and the only locks for Minnesota's rotation at the moment in our pitching room are Sonny Gray and Joe Ryan. Tyler Mahle and Ken Made will be in the rotation if healthy, though Mahle finished 2022 on the injury list with a shoulder issue, and Made missed 2022 while rehabbing from Tommy John surgery. Bailey Ober, Louis Varland, Josh Winder, and Simon Woods Richardson are also rotation candidates. The Twins have inventory but are short on impact. Rodon would give the club a bona fide ace. We do have a split win here, $282.39 getting split up between Towley over at Carboni's Pizza Sports CR Billiards and me, SKJ over at Titan Sports Saloon. They're splitting up $282 on that one. But don't worry, we do have a great Musco prize that's being added on to this game, a double Musco, 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get enrolled into this next game, as we got an amazing prize on the line for you in this game number 10 of Game Day Bingo. But I think that would be a great one. I think I've talked about it multiple times with my fellow broadcast members, is that our Twins are missing one really good pitcher. If we have a really good pitcher, it will shift our entire lineup into a pretty solid pitching room for our Twins. If we can get a solid pitcher, to be that bona fide ace for us, I think it will really change up how our pitching room is viewed. And if we can also then still get Carlos Correa, I think it would be just an absolutely fantastic offseason for our Twins if we can do that early on and just solidify some of those key pieces that we need to fill during this offseason. We do just have 1 minute and 30 seconds to get enrolled in this next game, so hopefully you guys are getting enrolled. Press and play. As I did say, that Musco is going to be a double Musco. It did not go out in the last game and is just being added to in this upcoming one. We do have a great game that we teamed up with the Minnesota Twins for, and it's called Twins Win. You guys can play wherever you're playing Pilot Games at and take home some Grand Slam prizes if you pick the right batter in the Home Run Derby bonus round. But we do like to play a little bit of Twins Bingo sometimes during that 12-1 time, playing live bingo. But right now, since it's Viking season, we play a little bit of Vikings Bingo during that time. Well, the points you earn during either one, whenever you're playing during that 12-1 time, you're earning points towards our lunchtime bingo standings, which we call the Twiking Zone. In 10th place, we got Red over at American Legion Fridley with 113,000 points. With 122,000 points in 9th place, we got Caribou over at Cooper's Restaurant. 8th place is T-Bone over at Poppers with 142,000 points. With 148,000 points in 7th place, we got Tez over at Poppers. 6th place is Kirby over at Adagios with 162,000 points. With 223,000 points in 5th place, we got Simbop over at Corky's Bar South Haven. 4th place is Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 230,000 points. With 264,000 points in 3rd place, we got Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven. 2nd place is Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine with 289,000 points. And with 377,000 points in 1st place, we got Mikey Wins over at the Floppy Crappie. On to the location side of these standings, in 10th place, we got Lakefront Bar in La Center with 170,000 points. With 175,000 points in 9th place, we got Steve-O's in Crystal. 8th place is Halfley's Bar in Richmond with 184,000 points. With 208,000 points in 7th place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. 6th place is Our Place on 3rd in Faribault with 316,000 points. With 340,000 points in 5th place, we got VFW Blaine. 4th place is Poppers in Virginia with 456,000 points. With 490,000 points in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. 2nd place is American Legion Fridley with 586,000 points. And with 573,000 points in 1st place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park. Good job to all of our locations and players killing it during that lunchtime bingo. We do have balls dropping in this game, though, as we have $103 available on that Musco. Not a bad Musco prize, as we got some big-time players out there. I'm Good, Rebecca, Wolfstein, Bombers, all trying to get some big wins here. We'll see who ends up winning. Andy out there, Baby Cakes. We'll see who can take home that prize at any ball count. We can try and still give out that major prize in 53 balls or less, as we got $5,863 available on that major jackpot. But we'll see if that can work out in our favor in this game. But if you guys are not playing our live bingo, check out our e-tabs. We have over 70 different charitable e-tab games that you can play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games. You definitely don't want to miss out. One of our newer e-tab games that I'm going to highlight is Van Gogh Dough. It's super fun as you get a fun art gallery bonus to take home some big prizes. We do have Too Smooth over at the Corner Bar in Waterville, taking home $103.40 on that Musco prize. Good job, Too Smooth, taking home a nice prize. We are now going to get enrolled into a game number 12. No, game number 11 of Game Day Bingo. This should be some fun stuff, as that minor prize will be clicking up. Yeah, from 52 to 54 balls or less, $72 available on that one. You got that major prize of $5,883 you could take home in 53 balls or less, and a mega prize of $10,000 you could take home in 45 balls or less. I'll be taking a quick break, and I'll be right back to announce some big-time winners, as well as get after some jackpots.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite. I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Come on, let's get stinking rich! Smell you later. Smells like money! Five free plays awarded! That smells wild! It doesn't get any better than that! Smells like a big one! Five times multiplier! It's raining cash! You gotta play to win!